Well, good morning, world. Hey, learned a couple things last night. You really should check your layout. I had a nice root underneath my back, so when you do check for a quick, hasty shelter, always check, make sure that that happens. You want to check your laying down area. Plus I was cramping most of the night, so I would say water intake today is going to be a priority for me. I think I was a little dehydrated, so I will definitely stay on top of that today. But today looks like a beautiful day out there. We're going to do a little walkabout. I'm going to check out this area back over that way. As you can see, my my layout changed a little bit. The wind shifted on me last night, so I built me a little wall because the wind was blowing in. You can see on the fire. I'll turn around here. See the smoke, how it's blowing that way now? So it shifted on me. But yeah, let's get into today and see what today brings. I'm looking for material for my permanent shelter, and we'll go from there. All right, I'm going for a little walkabout just to look for material that we'll need to build the shelter, and also to see if there's possibly a better place to build it. See a bunch of little small poplar trees. Be good for the roof. They're green. I'm looking for harder wood though, some oaks. So we'll keep on looking. You wonder what I'm doing, I'm in bear country, so I just want to make sure there are bear around, because all the flowers, as you can see, they're going to be eating them. That they know I'm here, because normally they run from you because of all the hunters down here that bear hunt. Couple mushrooms right there. I forget what they call those. But I'll film some more later. Here's another example of punk wood. I'll take that back because it's great for when you have an ash to keep it going. Old tree fell. Old asp tree, I do believe. Doesn't look like poplar. It's hard to tell when the things are rotten. But a lot of poplar, some sassafras. I ain't even seen any maple yet, but we're gonna keep on looking. Well, I figured out where the water source is coming from for the pond. Coming out of the mountain here. Okay, when you're out on a walkabout, you find little things like this, you want to pocket them. Little pine cone with some resin on it, helps start a fire. Just a little tip. All right, I found a Another item for another safety tip I'll use, but the reason you don't want to build a shelter on a log like this, I'll show you. I'll have to put the camera down. I don't know, maybe I can get it, but with building a shelter on something like that and you get a lot of heavy snow, the weight can make it collapse, and I guarantee you this thing's probably pretty rotten. Well, I don't know. But let's see. I'm gonna give it a couple jerks. Oh yeah. Yeah, so that right there is why you don't want to build a shelter on something that's leaning like that. Now possibly these smaller ones, if you had to make a quick hasty one like right here, so be it, but just be cautious with that kind of stuff. All right, I made it back from my walkabout. I didn't go that far. Seen a lot of poplar, a little bit of sassafras here and there. So I will use what I have available to me and I'm going to just construct a small A-frame shelter. I have other plans for a different type of shelter with a Dakota fire on the inside, but I'm not doing that over here because of all the pines in this whole area, because of all the roots. So that will be filmed at another time. I did talk to those lumberjacks over there that were cutting wood. They said they'd be out of here in a week or two, so I'll come back later on, maybe right before hunting season. That way I can bring all my gear and my bow and do some bow hunting. That's where quite a few of our deer stands and stuff are that we hunt out of. So more to come. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to cutting it. I'll go through the main frame, and I'm not gonna show you all me cutting down some of these poplars and stuff. So there you have it, more to come. If you are wondering what I got hanging, that's poplar bark. It's I'm trying to dry it out because, like I said, it's been raining, it's pretty wet, but it makes great bird's nests. So whenever you're going out gathering your wood, use the bark. Just think smart, you know. A lot of stuff you'll need. Another tip. All right, just wanted y'all to know I put myself on a 40-20 work schedule, just like in the military. You work 40 minutes, you rest 20. In that 20, you replenish your water intake. It may take a little bit longer than 20 minutes, especially if you got to boil water, and but you get my point. You got to have a rest ratio. That's why I was cramping up last night. So let me get to it. Time to rest. Alright, I got my ridge pole up here, and as you can see, I'm using the Y of this sassafras tree. I figured that would be good to, it's a good sturdy tree, so it's about medium grade type of hardness for trees. However, I'm going to use this stick right here to measure the distance of what I need to get over there in order to somewhat make it level. And I actually want to go a little higher on it because I want it to, well, I want it to, you'll see once I get up there, because I always underestimate things. So basically all you're going to do just go a couple inches above, well, for me, and mark it. That way you'll know where your tripod will have to go. So I'm going to take this step by step and we'll go to the tripods next. All right, you see I fell one tree right here, small poplar. But what I wanted to show you was once you cut the limbs, the reason I made that spot over here was to stack them. Because come winter time, these will be dead and be a good source of firewood. So don't waste your limbs, utilize them. Another tip. All right, as you can see, I got the ridge beam up, but I still need to make a tripod for this end. That beam there is just there temporarily so I can size up everything. So I'll probably still utilize it. I just need to straighten it out a little bit. But here's the ridge line, or a ridge beam. More to follow. Okay, as you can see, I cut a beam, cut two of the support beams, notched them, put a constrictor knot in there, and then I also reinforced it with some snare wire. So we'll be putting that up here in a second. Okay, now you can see why I've got that one beam there. It's just to support it, extra support. But I'm gonna go over there and lean on it and jump up and or hop up on it to show you how much weight it can take. So if it can hold my big butt, it's gonna hold some snow. So we'll keep on going. Okay, world. Day 2. I've actually been out cutting lots of wood for the shelter, but it started raining, and as you can see, it's just now stopped a little bit. So I wanted to throw up a quick, just a temporary tarp. I know this one's 9 by 12. I believe they use 12 by 12s on the Alone show. Not 100% sure because I haven't been on it yet, but I will. But I wanted to give you all a little tip here. Whenever it's raining like this, you can actually collect water off of your shelter if you just adjust your shelter a little bit. As you can see, the knots that I've got are kind of loose. And this is going to be a basic A-frame. I have to do that because of where I had to come because of the logging and stuff. And it'll be less damage on the wood lines and stuff when I go collect wood. But I wanted to show you how you can collect water based off of basically when it's raining. And I'll show you what I did. Okay, as you can see from the construction of it, I put a little water collection runoff, and as you can see, I put a little rock in it so it'll hold it down, and I put my pan down there just to collect the water. I'll come back later because it just stopped raining, and I'll just let it go all day because it's going to be raining all day. I'm already soaked, so I'm going to go ahead and get back to collecting wood. And not so much wood for burning, more wood for the shelter that I'm building. So stay tuned. Whew. Okay, well, as you can see, found an old dead, a couple old dead logs. I'm going to cut them up. some hardwood. It'll be good for an anvil. Oh yeah. All right. Well, it's probably 2 cups of water in there. Obviously, I'll have to boil it, but thank you, Rain. Been a long day of cutting, so I'm gonna take a break, get me some coffee, and get me a good fire going. As you can see, I'm pretty soaked just from the sweat and the rain. So, end of day 2. Looking forward to day 3 to start getting more material. So, we'll see. All right, world. I think I've had a pretty good productive day. As you can see, I'm getting my coffee. But I got a lot more work to do. I got to get a lot more wood for tonight. So that's really all I'm going to do. So with that being said, arrivederci.